Hello, all you wonderful people. My name is 316, and you can refer to me as Jess. And today I have my wonderful guest, JP, in the building. And this is the Double L podcast. We're going to talk about a variety of topics today. But before you do anything, please give this podcast a 5 stars on Apple Podcasts so we can be pushed by the algorithm. And also, please like, share, and subscribe to the YouTube channel. It will be a big help for the growth of the channel. So, how you doing, JP?
I'm great, Jazz. That was a hell of an intro.
Oh, really?
Oh my god.
Like, dog, it's only my third time doing this. Like,
It got me fooled, dude. It looked like you were practicing. It sounds legitimate.
I mean, yeah, I have to because I guess it's a bit of an announcement, but I'm gonna be starting a YouTube channel soon.
Is that where this is going?
Yeah, pretty much. This is gonna be on a whole bunch of audio platforms and also YouTube. Yeah.
Oh,
because this has its own separate channel.
Well, thanks for having me.
Shit, no problem, G. You dope. You dope as fuck. You mad talented.
Hey, man, you're not chopped liver either.
Shit. I have no idea why. My mic's fucked up and I'm still moving it around as if like it's doing anything.
It keeps the vibe going. Keeps it.
It makes me feel like a real podcaster.
You are a real podcaster as far as I'm concerned, and a real photographer.
Oh, thank you for that, G.
Of course, your photography kind of inspired me to kind of pick it up as far as mine's going.
Damn, that is so dope. Like, honestly, like that's like really the best compliment that you can give someone.
I mean, it's legit.
Thank
Something
you.
You know what you're doing, of course.
Huh? No, keep on going.
No, I'm saying, of course, it's you kind of deserve it. It looks like you know your craft.
Damn, that's crazy. Cause like, I'm pretty sure you experienced this, but like you just look at other people's stuff and you're just like, damn, they're like in a league of their own, da 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 da. And it's like when you talk to them, they're just like, nah, man, I just fucked around. I don't even know what I'm doing.
Yeah,
like I swear,
yeah.
I swear that's like half of like all artists.
Yeah, everybody's just winging it. And you're just like, man, how do you have this meticulous like procedure? You're like, I don't.
And be like, shrooms, dog.
Yeah, right. I just let it take me anywhere, and I'm like, oh, okay. I don't go anywhere.
Like sometimes you'd be like, damn, like maybe I should start taking drugs. Like,
it has crossed my mind here and there. I'm like, yeah, if I need that oomph, who knows?
Because I'm not gonna lie, like, because art and drugs are so intertwined. Like, some people need it in order to like function artistically. So I don't even blame you. Like, as long as you're not doing like hardcore stuff, like, yo, yeah, do what you gotta do. Like, facts. Like, you like fuck around, nigga offer you a line and be like, hey, you just might have to if you want to make like some real shit. Like,
have you seen Taxi Driver?
No, I have not seen Taxi Driver, but it's one of those movies where it's like everyone keeps on talking about it, like a Whiplash.
Yeah, yep. But fun fact about Taxi Driver, the director Scorsese, he was high off like cocaine when he would film that, and you can kind of tell because like the way the movie is, it's very like aggressive.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like some of it's not as aggressive as like today, like not in terms of like action packed, but like the, I guess, expression of the film or the way it's kind of represented, it kind of shows that it was very I don't want to say meticulous, but it was just very like, it had a voice, like for sure. And Scorsese was like, I gotta make this movie. And he was high off coke at the time. And you can kind of like, put it together.
You feel it
like,
through the art.
Yes.
Like, I get what you're saying. Like, you feel like that drug and like, the state a little bit through the art.
Yep. Absolutely. Yeah, we'll put that one on your list. I think it's on Netflix. I'm not sure.
I definitely am, because I feel like there's like this unspoken like list of greats that like every like person in the film industry just like has to watch. Whiplash is one of them. Oh my God, there's a lot.
There's So many. There's Whiplash. There's The Godfather.
Casablanca.
Casablanca's an OG.
Yeah, like there's damn, why am I drawing a blank now when I need
I
it?
feel you. There's Goodfellas. Casino's a really good one. One of my personal favorites is Apocalypse Now.
This is a kind of a basic one, but I would say Do the Right Thing. That's like probably Spike Lee's probably best movie.
Do the Right Thing. Oh, without a doubt, that movie is shit. I love that movie.
Because I feel like it's one of those movies where it doesn't get talked among, the Caucasian film group, but because I'm so serious, like,
yeah,
I know for a fact I'm not the only person that's like that feels a divide between.
There's definitely a division
between like the whites and everyone else, because they just have a totally different feel, and you feel their culture in their work, and like vice versa, because like there are certain stories that you just can't tell no matter how good of imagination you have.
Yeah,
like you can't beat experience.
Absolutely not. I mean, because like you can have like one of the best ideas, but you can flub it up in the procedure and the execution.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And there's some of those movies where you're just like, they put it out there and they told the story in like the best way possible, and there was no other way for anybody else to do it, because they have the practicality and they have the creativity kind of balanced out.
Mm-hmm.
And like that's how I felt like when you said before, like Do the Right Thing. I don't know if that's his first movie, but
it's one of them. I think it couldn't be more than 3.
Yeah, I believe that too. Just like the way he kind of plays it off, like it feels like it's a play that you're just watching on like Broadway.
Yeah,
but it fits because like when you go throughout the story and meet these characters, it's not quiet, and it's not meant to be like a quiet drama. It's supposed to be like loud and in your face, and like these are characters and they're unapologetic. They're doing their own thing, and you're supposed to know them. They're supposed to be like really, really apparent.
When you said the word play, I immediately thought of Pulp Fiction. Like the moment you said play.
That's another one. That's the one everybody's talking about always.
So I was also, and it reminded me of I don't know if you see the movie. It had Adam Sandler. It's Uncut Gems.
Oh, absolutely.
I feel like that's a modern one that has to be on the list. Honestly,
it has to be. The modern ones are what I'm into right now. Whiplash is definitely a modern one.
Would you put Joker there?
I don't think so.
Oh, really?
I liked it a lot when it came out, but after like multiple viewings, it kind of like lost its luster for me personally. I love the story though. I love the idea of like Joker being an outcast and kind of finding his own place in society, even if it's the antagonist. Because I didn't take it as like one of those political movies where it's just like fight against like the oppressors or whatever. Because it kind of did take a kind of like incel cult hit in a way.
Yeah, no, definitely.
But I took it more of just like, you got to find your own pocket to belong, and you got to sometimes break your own like personal barriers. Like him with the laughing thing could be like a metaphor for whatever. And just the fact that he's like, he stops fighting it, he kind of just accepts it, and he's like, this is me, this is who I am. I took it as that kind of movie, like a coming of age.
That's interesting.
Yeah, even though the Joker's like villain.
I mean, I feel like the best villains are the ones that you can secretly root for, in my opinion. Like,
true. Yeah, the ones that you want to see win.
Yeah, like sometimes I'm not gonna lie, there are some stories I'm just like, yo, fuck Batman. I want to see Joker win. Like straight up.
The Dark Knight.
Yeah, definitely.
That's another modern one I'll put there.
And I feel like that's one of. Okay. So actually, that brought up. Actually, let me finish this thought and then let me transition to the other one. So with The Dark Knight, I feel like that's one where like the film community can't be like, yo, because it has because it has superheroes,
Mhm.
I feel like it's so good you can't deny it. Because I haven't met a single person who doesn't like it.
Yeah.
They don't exist. And if they do, they're
They're
such a
wrong.
comic diehard. It's like you weren't going to appease them anyway.
Yeah, they're just not meant to watch the movie.
Like that's the type of person who's like on Twitter and who's like comparing manga panels to like a shot in anime. Like,
yeah, the ones you can never satisfy.
Oh God, that is a recent trend I fucking hate.
Oh
like,
my
I
God.
fucking hate it. like first off, it shows me how much you don't know.
Yeah.
And then second off, it shows me how much of a dumbass you are to think you're gonna have a 1-for-1 for every single panel. Like,
yeah, like there's no creative freedom whatsoever. Like, come on, brother.
And then like people who read the manga are the most critical. And
Absolutely.
I think I understand why. I think it's honestly because most stories aren't good enough to go back twice for.
Yeah, definitely. I know you should definitely risk taking is always a big deal with converting a manga into an anime. Like changing up, I don't know, like the dialogue or maybe some of the character moments, but like nitpicking it for every second and every bit of dialogue is just overkill.
I honestly like it's.
Here, have you seen? Have you been seeing the Dragon Ball Super manga?
No, I honestly haven't. But is Dragon Ball Super good?
It's it's
okay. So you sound like you're me with One Piece. Like you're in so deep, but it's such a personal thing. But like you wouldn't quite recommend it to someone else.
I'm like 50 episodes into One Piece, but I haven't been continuing that. It's kind of hard.
Oh, you're a baby. You're a baby. Like I'm already caught up, but
yeah, it's a big haul. But with Dragon Ball Super, I don't think it's better than Z in terms of storytelling because one of my favorite arcs in Z is like the Saiyan, the Frieza, and the Cell arc. The Buu was lackluster for me. And Dragon Ball Super is kind of just messy. For one, it's just like for one, the animation is not that good, and for two, the story is kind of just like beat for beat. It's not the craziest thing. It has its cool fights, but the characters don't really change. You know, like Vegeta goes through his same thing he did in Z, where he kind of realizes that he has to stop trying to fight Goku and just be his own person, which he already did in the Buu arc. They drop Gohan as a character. Piccolo's weak. Everybody's weak because they achieved Super Saiyan God Blue.
Yeah, what is with that? Because like I remember they had Super Saiyan God, and I was just like, okay, cool. And then they have this like Ultra Instinct thing going on.
Yeah.
And apparently Vegeta can do it better than Goku because he has a better grasp of it or something. Like what?
Nope. I don't know what you're getting your shit from.
Granted, I just read like random, like I only follow Dragon Ball in terms of like headlines. That's it.
Okay.
like I'm at that point with it where I'm curious.
Go ahead.
Like I'm curious enough to like read the headline, but I'm not curious enough to click on the article.
So I haven't seen all of Super. I've kind of been seeing like bits and pieces of like each arc, so I kind of have the general story together. I did see all the Tournament of Power. I did see the Dragon Ball Super movie, and I am reading the next arc after the Dragon Ball Super movie. I can give you like a quick synopsis of how it's going. So you know the Dragon Ball, the Super Saiyan God form, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So you saw that it's red.
Yeah.
So think of that as like a base form, like you know how for Goku and Vegeta, when they go Super Saiyan, their hair turns yellow.
Yeah.
So Super Saiyan Blue is just the God form going Super Saiyan.
Ow.
No, and get this. The funniest thing is that the canon name is Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan. It's the stupidest thing. It's a joke.
So you're telling me you're making millions to not come up with a fucking name?
They call it Super Saiyan Blue, and I'm like, oh, fun. That's not gonna throw anybody off.
I feel like it's just gonna get worse from here. Now I'm more intrigued.
It's it's always like a soft spot for me. Everybody's like, bro, you really like Dragon Ball. Like, to me, even though like my favorite anime so far is like Hunter x Hunter. My favorite manga is like Berserk, but like Dragon Ball has such a soft spot because it's like, for one, like the Godfather of shonen anime, and for two, it just has like, it's got that childish wonder, like that little teenage kid.
It takes you back to a special time. You feel me?
Absolutely.
I understand that. That's how I feel with One Piece. That's how I was able to catch. That's how it, because I was one of the few kids, like, because I remember One Piece being on TV, and that's how I remember like the first few hundred episodes.
Yeah.
And then it just like disappeared out of fucking nowhere.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it wasn't even on Cartoon Network. Like, you couldn't catch it on Toonami or
nothing.
Or like I don't know if you remember like that weird in between period between Toonami and then like between them not having Toonami and then them having it, where like they would show anime on Saturday, but they would just like not call it anything.
Yeah. Yep. I remember that. That threw me off. That was when because like my first anime was Naruto, and like after Naruto would be Bleach or One Piece, but I wouldn't watch that because Bleach cursed and One Piece looked ugly to me. And then when Naruto ended, there was no Toonami, and then my anime, like my need for anime was just dead. Like, I had nothing else.
That's how it is for some people. I met a dude who hated anime but just loved Naruto.
I love it. That's literally the gateway anime, and that's beautiful.
But I will say though, like, you should at least watch like the first arc of Bleach. It's like, I think it's really good. Like, Bleach is one of the few shows where I understand why it was a part of the big three.
Mm.
And I also understand why it fell out of the big three. Like,
I heard it had like a downfall, and I heard that the first arc is probably like the best, most cohesive story. Because I mean, it's storytelling. Storytelling is always gonna be a on or off thing.
I feel like, honestly, you could just watch the first arc and then just drop it from there.
That's what
I'm so serious.
Somebody else told me that. They're like, you can just do that, and then if you don't like it after the first arc and you just want to leave it as that story, you can do that. And I'm like, okay.
Because right now I just finished the Soul Society arc. It's so important. I feel like it's so underrated. Like, especially now where it's like we always have this like new shiny new show, and I feel like we don't get to like let shows sit anymore.
Oh, like episodically, like weekly?
Like, not even that. Just like, I feel like everything's just such a, like, everyone's trying to pump out a review. Everyone's always trying to get their thoughts off, be the first to do this and that. And it's like we just don't like let things like chill, or we just don't like let things like cool off.
Oh, yeah. You don't let it sit. You don't let it just like sit with you. I feel you. Yeah, that's for sure. I'm guilty of that. I always want to have an opinion on something without letting it completely like stay with me.
Because a part of that is just human nature. But the thing about it is that it's multiplied by like how fast the internet is, you know?
Yeah, yeah. Do you remember when that movie by Tarantino, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, came out?
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Did you watch it?
Here's my thing. There's so many. I have such a backlog of movies. It's ridiculous. Like, I've seen probably the big movies,
mm-hmm.
but I don't I don't consistently watch new movies like that. I have to be in such a particular mood. Because
Gotcha.
I don't know why. It's like a time thing that my brain doesn't add up properly. Because I could watch 4 episodes of anime, my brain would be like, okay, cool. I could watch one movie. I could look at one movie and be like, oh, fuck, that's long.
So much time. Oh boy, you're messy.
I really am. And the sad thing is that like I want to like be a director, and I just don't watch movies that often.
Oh, look, part of the club. I see you. Yeah, I kind of made that a mission for me to like watch as many movies as possible, along with anime.
Like you have to be very
movie savvy,
diligent about it.
Absolutely. Oh man, you can't slack. They're pumping out these movies like crazy.
And that's not even like considering like the stuff that's like being put out on like on the Sundance scene, things like that.
Oh my god, foreign movies too.
Oh my god,
there are some gems there, but god damn, it's hard to get to. No cap.
Speaking of foreign films, I just watched Hard Boiled for the first time.
I have no idea what that is. Now that's upsetting me.
It's a John Woo film. It's basically like how I would explain this is, you know how there's like in Max Payne, there's like bullet time.
Yeah.
Yeah, basically that's where John Woo movies inspired bullet time, essentially.
Word.
And you can see it in the movie because they're just going batshit crazy.
They're like abusing this shit out of like bullet time, like slow-mo.
Yeah, kind of. It's really crazy. Like everything is destructible. There's nothing.
It's
like,
an action movie?
Huh? Yeah, it's an action movie. It's really good. Like I saw it on YouTube. It was like shitty quality, but I was just like, oh, okay, it's whatever.
It is what it is.
Yeah, it is what it is. Like I didn't have to go to like some sketchy website with horny MILFs in my area. So I was like, that's a win.
When you're just trying to enjoy that and you're just like, bro, leave me alone. I'm trying, like when Kiss Anime was still a thing.
Oh my God. R.I.P.
R.I.P. On God.
Like that wasn't even my main website, but still R.I.P. Like you brought me so many hours of just like enjoyment.
That's where I saw Hunter x Hunter, so I owe it like my life.
Hunter x Hunter is like the best show that I would say that's a slow burn.
Absolutely. I'm with that. And I like Hunter x Hunter a lot.
It doesn't get good until like episode 50.
It's slow, but I loved like Leorio and Kurapika and every other character enough for it to keep me going.
Because that I dropped Hunter x Hunter maybe at least 2 or 3 times.
Really?
Yeah, before I finished it, I dropped it maybe 2 or 3 times, but I didn't get to like that 50 episode mark. It was like maybe last year I finished Hunter x Hunter and I was like, okay, I see why people love this show. Yes, last year.
You just got to the Chimera Ant stuff? Oh no, that's halfway. That's not even a Chimera Ant, is it?
No, I finished the whole thing. I think that's like one of the last arcs.
It's like the second to last arc because then you have the election arc. But oh my god, that arc was philosophical and shit.
The thing about it is that like I would have to say that the Chimera Ant arc, it really makes you think about like the world itself, because like the world seems like it doesn't want to fix itself. It just wants things to function in this weird way.
Keep going. Yeah. No.
Yeah.
You put it in the perfect words. You put it like a nice bow on top. Like it just wants to ignore its like knee gash and just keep running the marathon.
Essentially, yeah.
It really, yeah. No, if that's what you got from the Chimera art, that's a pretty good like synopsis and like point of view.
But yeah, like I would say that like I've been doing like a lot of research and stuff because like as I said earlier, like I want to direct and stuff and like you know make some stuff, but
I just want to make stuff and things.
Yeah, pretty much. So, like, do you think that? Excuse me about that.
No, don't worry.
So for the audience, JP is a film major, and we have to ask the infamous question: is school worth it? Essentially.
Oh, heard. I mean, it's a really like a case by case snenario. Even though,
I mean,
like,
just answer this for yourself, and then we could just like expand on, because I don't expect you to just answer like a random dude in his like 30s lifelong burning question.
Yeah. I'm gonna say yes. It is. Just for a general term, I think I needed it for sure. But actually, yeah. No, I'm gonna keep going. Yes, I think you need it. I think you should go to film school if there's that yearning decision for you, and also if you like don't know movies like that and you're not as like detail oriented when it comes to visual storytelling, because one thing is writing the script and one thing is like having people talk, and the other one is telling a story through just visuals and through just character action.
Mm.
Go ahead.
No, because I was about to say like I feel like the most appealing thing about like a film degree isn't like the degree itself. It's just the discipline and the structure.
The hours put in, yeah.
Because that's the main thing I see a lot of people are just like, yeah, this is worth it. Like,
it's worth it because it puts a foot in the door, and it's like, here's how you use all these equipment, and this is how you put hours in, and you've actually made short films, and that shows that you're like actually putting yourself through it. You're actually physically getting work done.
Mm-hmm.
Because there's some people that just like movies, like to watch movies, and then those people just become critics. They just watch it to like say shit.
Yeah, but like everyone's a critic.
Yeah, you and I both know that.
I mean, like, my stupid ass is gonna become a critic. Like some days I wake up and I feel like I could give Socrates a run for his money, and other days I wake up and I am amazed that I haven't been held back more times in my life. I'm so serious. Like, my teacher should have got a yearly bonus for holding me back in school. Like,
that bad, huh?
Like, it's that bad. like I always tell, sometimes like people shouldn't have an opinion, and then sometimes I forget like that should also apply to me.
Yeah, you're like, I am the God-given genius that nobody's ever spoken to. Sometimes you do feel like you're the shit, and sometimes you do need a punch in the mouth.
Facts, though.
But I think film is a good spot to be in, because if you do feel like you're the shit, you're gonna know whether or not you are very soon. And if you are,
no, keep on going. Sorry.
I'm saying, like, and if you are like the shit and your shit actually goes through, then you found like a career. You found a way to express yourself correctly that is understandable by other people.
Because like I've recently been trying to write a script for an idea I had, and I'm just like, damn, nigga, like this shit is hard. Like, writing dialogue is just like so much hard for me. It's like, for me, like, this is my first time doing it, so I'm just like, so my dialogue is essentially, and the nigga went to the toilet.
And he shitted
in the toilet. Like, hold on, give me 1 second.
Good.
My bad about that. Sorry.
All good.
If I don't edit in the fucking Eric Andre will be back thing, I'm gonna be so mad at myself. Like, facts.
I would love that.
Funny talking about him. He's actually gonna get a new season.
I saw
the show.
Oh my god, he gained weight and shaved his head. The madman.
Eric Andre is like one of the few people that could literally do anything, and it's just normal, because like he just I don't know. He just does so much outlandish shit.
He created his own like personality. Everybody's like, oh, that's Eric.
I feel like people like him like really embody Adult Swim and why they're still successful and relevant. And they're not even a fucking channel.
They're not. They're just like a segment of a channel.
And it's like they're more influential to our generation than like big cable networks like Fox or like ABC.
Oh, absolutely. Because that's where they let us just they let everybody express themselves. And you're just like, yeah, bro, go off the railings.
Like, do you know how many channels would like die for like Adult Swim now? Like it would be like if Cartoon Network just like hypothetically just threw it on like the auction block just for shits and giggles, like it could possibly go for $1 billion. Like I'm so serious.
It could definitely go for a lot of money because everybody's like, bro, because it has a legacy behind it. It has our generation behind it for sure. Because that's where like Flying Lotus came out of. That's where teenage Aqua Teen Hunger Force. Aqua Teen Hunger Force came out of that. Then you had like Tsunami on Fridays. There you go.
That is so crazy how fucking 12 Ounce Mouse was like one of their first shows. And like when you look at their back catalog and you're just like, wow, this is a cultural juggernaut. Fucking 12 Ounce Mouse. Like, why?
It's insane. The kind of shit they just let it go. They're like, yeah, bro, go ahead.
I love that.
Yeah, they just wait for things to stick. They don't overthink anything.
So I feel like it's like one of the few creative havens for like weird motherfuckers. Cause like I feel like there's no weird TV. Like there's no like Jackass. There's no.
That's where
like the weirdest. Huh?
That's where Loiter Squad went. So Adult Swim. There you go. That's where the weird motherfuckers were.
Like the weirdest thing on TV that you can see on like probably a consistent basis is like probably like what, like Impractical Jokers or something.
Yeah, sure. Like Family Guy, something stupid, something like barely pushing the envelope.
And it's like, it's just crazy to think about.
There's no words for it. Absolutely. Eric Andre, have you seen do you watch Hot Ones, like the Hot Wing show?
Occasionally, yeah.
Have you seen that first Eric Andre episode?
Yeah.
Did you see the part where he says he talks to like the studio and he's like, hey, so for one of the bits I want to have like a transgender woman having sex with a transgender man, like on camera, and they're like, no, you can't do that. That's kind of like, that's not allowed. And he's like, okay, how about a transgender man taking a shit next to the camera on like as a skit? And they were like, no, Eric, this is way too much. And he's like, okay, they wouldn't let him do it. So he's the one that's like pushing the weirdest. He's the one that finds the ceiling to what they can and cannot do.
It's like, can you do this? And like, I feel like Eric Andre is like always in standards and practices, just like always in the office, just like it's practically a second home.
I believe it. I think there's like a dartboard over there with like ideas, and he's constantly just chucking at it.
Like they just throw him around in a chair. He just like throws darts at the wall, just like, no.
No, we can't do that. No, we can't do that. We can do some of that. We'll run with some of that. And then there's the episode. And then he's interviewing the celebrities for as long as they'll stay.
I've heard like he does some really weird shit with the stat. Like I heard like he'll make it like intentionally really humid, or like he'll have like shit lying around and like it would smell. Like I heard you do like wild shit.
I believe it. Oh my God. I very much believe it. Jesus Christ. Yeah. But yeah, film school.
But back to like filmmaking and stuff. Like, do you think equipment is important?
I don't think so. I think the necessary equipment you just need is just like a microphone and a camera and time. But you don't have to get like a DSLR. You don't have to get like a boom mic. You don't have to have Adobe Premiere. You don't have to have all this expensive shit, because you have a cell phone with a camera and a microphone, you can use that and you can edit in post. You can edit with Windows Movie Maker for all I care. All you can do is just cut and like just fade it and out and dissolve. It's as good as you can do, and that's all you need to do to tell a proper story, which is the bottom line of filmmaking. You don't want to have to make an action movie. You need a bunch of money to tell a story, a cohesive and relatable and like earth-shattering story. You don't need a lot, just enough to move. You need just a heart to get that going.
Because I always hear that, and I'm just like, I feel like that's the answer that you give to someone when you're trying to encourage someone. But I feel like there's like an unspoken like, okay, like low key, you kind of like need something decent. Like you need like something that shoots 1080. I feel like there's like these unspoken rules where it's like, okay, yes, in theory, you could shoot a feature length film on an iPhone 5S, but are you going to? No.
Have you heard the movie Unsane?
No, I have not.
That's a movie shot on the iPhone.
Oh, really?
It came out on like the movies and everything.
Oh shit.
Yeah. And I think the iPhone camera shoots like 60 frames per second.
Prove my black ass wrong. Because I'm just like, because I feel that like equipment's important to an extent, and you shouldn't like it shouldn't be the first on the list, but it should be like, you know, the fifth to like seventh on
absolutely.
Like the priority list.
If you can like save up money like from your job and like rack it up until you can afford like a legit piece of equipment, I'm not telling you not to do that, but I'm not saying that's also stopping you from making a movie, because your first movie is not going to be the best, but just make sure
learn
you
how to script. Don't be like me, kids.
Man's shitted
in the toilet, like
he shitted. I repeat, shitted.
There's so many little things that like you're just like, wow.
Oh my god, that's so funny. But you're so right. That's hilarious. No, look, in the settings of the camera for like I have the 11, I think.
Oh, the iPhone 11. I was just like, what Canon is that?
Nope. There's an option to like record video from 720p to 4K, and then you can fluctuate between 30 to 60 frames per second.
That's nice as fuck.
It is nice as fuck. The future is now old. You're like, man.
Fuck a DSLR. Go get yourself an iPhone.
It's a lot cheaper than a fucking DSLR, I'll tell you that.
all I heard in those grumblings were, man, if iPhone doesn't make a phone that fucking sucks my dick or does my taxes, I'm not buying the next one.
I'm waiting for that day.
Like, because they unveiled the 12. I was so underwhelmed.
It's the 5C times 2.
Like
it's that blocky ass design again.
I like the design aside, it's like the only thing that interests me about it is USB-C. Because I have a 2018 MacBook and I just want USB-C everything.
Oh yeah.
To make my life easier.
No, please, bro. Please.
That's the only thing that makes it attractive, but everything else I don't care about.
That's crazy. See, like they're just churning these out. And just like, let's make it blocky and change the charging, and we have a phone.
Cause I'm not gonna lie, like Apple low key needs to get their shit together, because it's like originally I had a 2015 MacBook. They took it in for testing and gave me this 2018 one for free. And it turns out the 2015 models were fucking exploding. Yeah. That's why they gave me this one for free.
Yeah, you don't want that.
Yeah, but the problem is that like this fan, they don't cool these things. Like it reaches 100 degrees so quickly. It's like insane.
I was wondering, I was like, bro, I don't hear a Mac. Like you don't hear a Mac like that. And I was like, bro,
this one you fucking do.
There is an AC-130 in the house.
Like pretty much. Like I always complain about my PS4, but like this is just as bad.
Yeah, I believe it.
And it's like, at least with my PS4, if I wasn't a lazy ass, I could clean it. With my MacBook, I can't even clean it.
On the PS4, it's on me. I know what I've done.
like facts. Like I'm at least responsible for being a jackass.
Oh
This, it's like,
you're just like, all right, Apple, get your shit together because it's not mine. That's out of play.
I don't know, man. Like when they switch over to these new processors, like if they don't talk about cooling, like I will not buy another MacBook until I just hear until I hear it used for an hour and it's like remotely quiet. Like I'm so serious.
Like,
because
right,
I'll be so mad if I had to buy this.
Yeah, you're just you're watching like the debuts, like where's the fan? Where's the fan? Where's the bigger fan? Where's the cooling system? Like, the debut just ends.
Like I would be so fucking mad.
I believe it. I see that.
Because for me with technology, like it's the minor details that'll sell me on it. Because like I feel like a majority of technology is like so good. Like we could bring this to cameras for a second. Like you know the Panasonic G7, right? Like the little Panasonic camera, right? Like it shoots 4K and it's like $400. Like that price is like unheard of. The price of performance is like unheard of.
Now everyone's. Mm-hmm.
Like, it's crazy. Like, wow. Oh, do you have Amazon Prime?
I don't actually.
I was about to say, like,
that's a good place to go.
Like low key, like if you already have Amazon Prime, like Prime Video is like the icing on top of it, honestly. I think it's really fucking good.
Yeah, it just gives you the movies. Or
yeah, like I just watched the Borat film yesterday instead of like doing homework like I was supposed to. And like, yeah, it was worth it. Like I'm so serious. Like the movie was so good. I was okay with like turning in a shittier homework.
It just makes you feel like, hey, you know what? I watched the Borat movie. Good job, me.
Like I'm so serious. Like I felt like I used my time productively.
Yeah. I wish we could all think that way.
I may be lying to myself, but I at least deem it worth it. So you can't degree away smiles now, can you?
Oh no, you cannot. That's man, you are the salt of the earth. We need that. We need more of you. No, Kev, that was precious. That's what it was. But yeah, I turned in a shitty assignment. But have you seen Borat 1?
Yeah, like no, Borat 2.
Oh, you saw Borat 2?
Yeah. Yeah, like it dropped like yesterday.
Yeah, they do be just having them, huh?
Like, cause Amazon Video would just like get like these random movies. They had a Midsommar. I think that's how you pronounce it. Yeah. Summer. Oh, is that how you pronounce it?
That's how I pronounce it.
I don't know. Like some of these niggas be like Midsommar and like make it sound so grandiose, and I'm just like, oh, okay. I guess I'm just gonna copy you. Huh? Yeah, I watched it. It was like really good. I watched it on Prime Video.
That's crazy. That's fine. The movie was intense for me. A little too much.
I thought it was going to be like this intense horror, and it was way more like Dread.
Yeah, the movie. That's correct. Dread the movie. See, it's Midsummer and Uncut Gems that are Dread the movie for me because those things are slow burners.
Uncut Gems was like so like I was so mad at the end. Like have you ever like angry cried before? Like that was me at the end of Uncut Gems. Like I was so mad. Like I balled up my fists and I was just like, he fucking won.
Yeah,
he fucking won. I kept on saying that, and it's like 3:50 a.m. Like my parents are asleep, and I know they can hear me through the walls.
At what cost? At what cost?
And like they're hearing me going through like a midlife crisis, just like, oh fuck, why can't you put this much effort in school?
You'll cry over. See, this is the same shit happened with Midsummer. Why don't you do your shit? You're like, he just fucking finished. The movie's over. I didn't get anything.
Like, oh god,
this man be emotionally embedded.
Like sometimes I feel like those are the best movies though. Like,
oh, absolutely.
Like I feel like the best kind of movies or like stories are like the ones where you root for pieces of shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I'm so serious. Like Adam Sandler's character. Like you're not supposed to root for him. Like he's a sack of shit.
He's an addict. Yep.
Like if I met him like out in the wild, I would not like him.
Wild.
Like imagine if like you were just like life is like Who Framed Roger Rabbit, but instead of cartoon characters, it's just like movie characters.
And you just meet him, you're just like, oh fuck no.
You have like 45 different Nicolas Cages.
Oh my god. You have every Christian
who else
Bale
would be in the town, huh?
You have like every Christian Bale character of every weight class.
Mark Wahlberg's in a corner.
He's just in the corner. He's just like, what are you doing? I'm mock. All right.
Seth Green is getting high and writing characters for himself to play.
Seth Rogen?
Yeah, Seth Rogen, my bad, yeah.
You just hear him in the corner. Who else? Who do I want to see in this world?
50 Cent is like on the outside. 50 Cent is on the outside banging like, yo, my nigga, where are we gonna get in?
Like, hey, bro, I produced some of this movie, man. Steven Spielberg's over there actually doing something good.
Quentin Tarantino has a Dead Nigga Garage.
Then you have edgy filmmaking with like the indie filmmakers over on the other side of town.
That's like the hood. Like the moment you don't go into their territory, everything goes black and white.
We're just like, we don't go there without like
every other bathtub is filled with milk and water. And some woman's like smoking a cigarette.
He's like, all right, yeah, they're doing their thing. Let's just let them go.
Oh god. Shout out to Quentin Tarantino. Like, he's the only person who I've seen say the N-word and I'm not mad at. Cause like the scene from Pulp Fiction where he's like, does my house look like a dead nigga garage? Like I fucking love that shit.
Tarantino loves his N-words, man.
Like I don't know why too.
Nobody knows why. He just loves to abuse it.
And he also loves feet.
Oh, thank you. Somebody else gets it. Bro, he was horny as fuck making Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Like I feel like little quirks like that just like enhance.
Yeah, because you're always looking for that.
Yeah, like it may it adds its own like little character to it. It's like, oh, like this is what I get for being a longtime fan of you. Knowing that you have a foot fetish.
Yeah, I feel like I'm right there with you. Like I am with Tarantino when he filmed this movie. It happened with Wes Anderson. His shit's like symmetrical. Michael Bay is always on some sort of like methamphetamine because the shit's always so fast paced.
Michael Bay's movies are the pace of hummingbirds' hearts on meth.
Yeah, just like, one continuous heartbeat.
Like it is just so fast.
Oh, bro, the last one I saw of him was like 6 Underground, and that thing was disorientingly fast. Even my parents are like, bro, why does this film feel weird? I'm like, because it's going too fast for you to like process.
A film that I felt like that was fucking it was this one movie on Netflix. It was what is it? It was Bushwick. With Batista. That was the only reason why I wanted to watch it, because it had Batista. Yeah. And then I've never felt so robbed of my time.
That bad, huh?
Like, it's not a bad movie, it's just an unsatisfying movie.
You just don't feel anything?
No, like I felt like, have you... Okay, here's how I'll put this. Have you ever watched a movie and at the end of it you're just like, you want to know what? No, this is inspirational, because if this shit can get budget, budget, like I can do like 10 times better.
Absolutely. I'm with you there. Oh,
like
sure.
it's the so bad it gives you confidence category.
Oh my god, yeah. They tell you to watch bad movies like in school, because like for that reason. They're like, yeah, you'll know what not to do and you'll see what gets passed off as a movie. But it's like, it's the time wasting that fucking gets me. I hate not enjoying the movie through and through.
Cause I enjoyed the movie, but it was this weird, like, I'm not gonna spoil it, but the ending was like one of those like it amounted to nothing endings.
Oh,
so I'm just like,
at what cost for what? And then it's just
I'm
away.
Just like, okay, Mr. Military Man, you got nothing. What do you got to say for yourself, huh?
It's over. Well, for what? Like that's a really hard movie to pull off, though. The whole like ambiguous ending.
It is,
because like the story has to say something, and it has to get the person thinking, and that's kind of hard when it's just like not even that deep of a movie.
Because sometimes you just want a turn your brain off, like Rambo-esque kind of movie, you know?
Yeah, you want that lizard brain type movie.
Yeah, because as much as I love like the deep stuff, you know,
you can only take so much.
Yeah, because there's a point where I'm just like, wow, okay, like you just think to yourself like, wow, like I just want to see someone's brains get blown out, you know, like I'm tired of this political statement. I just want like the government doing corrupt shit, knowing it's corrupt, and then like going fucking with like other people's business. Like, yeah, like,
absolutely.
That's why I love like movies about America, because movies in America are very accurate in the sense that like, hey, we're gonna go fuck with this country. We have no business being over here. But you want to know what? No, fuck this. We want our new dictator in so we can get Chiquita bananas for pennies on the dollar.
Chiquita bananas.
like I'm pretty sure like Rambo killed all those fucking people for like fucking Chiquita bananas. Like
at the end of the day, like, thanks, man. You really did nothing. Like, oh, okay. It's just got your blood.
Be like, here's your shares and Dole and Chiquita. Like, I'm joking about that, but like that's like apparently a real thing. Like
the Chiquita bananas, you had to slip that in.
Yeah, like it's one of those things where it's like, wow, like our government is so corrupt. We basically backed fucking banana companies and made real banana republics.
You love to see it. Never in a republic.
Like, I love America being like I love it. I feel like America in movies shines where it's like, hey, we know we're the scumbag, but we don't fucking care. Because guess what? We're gonna win at the end of the fucking day and get what we want. Like, even though it's like awful and
we're like the bully that always gets the lunch money.
Like, facts. We're like the bully that like gets away with everything. We just like look around the world theater, just like we make eye contact with Germany, just like fuck you.
We
guys
have just like England and like Russia, China, and they're just like kind of like with us. You're like, yeah, well, I'm gonna take that money. Is that cool? Everybody's like, that's cool. We're like, okay, it's cool. And we just keep going.
Pretty much. Oh god.
Check. What a place to be, huh?
You got like, as fucked up as America is, I don't see myself like living anywhere else. Like, not that this place is like the greatest place in the world, but fair. I find everywhere else kind of really inconvenient, if that makes any sense.
Not bad. It cut out for a second for me.
Oh, okay. I was just like, there's a pause, and I'm just like,
yeah, no, my bad. For a second, it kind of just shorted out, but no. Oh man, yeah. I was saying, I'm like, I could probably, as much as I do bitch about it, it's kind of like, it's nice to be the bully.
Because I feel like the reason why I complain so much about America is that like I still really wanted to do well. Like, it's like, because I feel like as a country we're going through this like moody teenager phase. Yeah. Where like our parents' generation was just like this super patriotic. You got to stand for the flag or else you're a fucking pussy. What are you, a commie? And you're just like all types of just random slurs being thrown just by not standing. And our generation is just like, fuck you, dad.
Yeah, and like we're going through the same generation as the other one, where everybody there was like doing like, they loved rock stars, they loved like drugs, they had their little psychedelic rock phase. They were kind of figuring it out, but then they got old, and now we're just like, oh, bro, that shit you guys had like in your time, we're gonna take that and run with it. We're gonna stay there.
We're basically like the 70s, but instead of living through a war, we exchange it for a pandemic.
There you go. That's like a war.
That's like the equivalent of like instead of getting the burger, getting like the kale salad with like chicken, like grilled chicken. And that's what we did with COVID.
That's literally what we did with COVID. Instead of like draft dodging, we just go out without a mask. We have it so easy. Holy shit.
Oh my god. Like, have you like looked at like videos of like the past, like a year or two ago, and you're just like, wow, like we were really too close together.
Bro, I watch movies and I'm like, they should really be wearing a mask. It's really bad.
Like, facts.
I see this one bit. There was like an action movie, and like the bad guy had Mans in like a chokehold, and he's like saying shit to his face, and I was like, oh my god, the germs that are being just passed around.
Like, I feel like COVID's gonna like inspire a generation of like germaphobes.
Oh my god, you're so right. There's gonna be so much like people scared to go outside now. Oh my, I didn't even think about that. Holy shit, that's bad. That is not good. That's gonna create a whole. I feel like you have like.
What were you saying?
I was saying like it's gonna create like a whole slew of like, they have like social commentary movies and shit.
Mm-hmm.
They're gonna have like biomedical chemical warfare movies where it's gonna be just like we had zombies like 10 years ago. Zombie was like the thing because they thought that we were riding our brains with like technology. Now it's just gonna be some sort of like actual virus and like another zombie thing, but it's gonna be because of like not being clean. It's gonna be like Contagion. They're gonna have a bunch of those movies, and that's gonna be like our generation's. That's gonna suck. That's gonna represent our generation. It's like, hey, the COVID disaster of 2020.
And it's like, I feel like have you seen the movie The Five Bloods by
Yes. Yep. Spike Lee.
Do you remember that one scene in particular where the son, where the unloved son stands up and he's like, I didn't vote for Trump, da 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 da, and like the camera pans are like this down, not pans, but like it goes in at like this downward angle to be like, oh, this is really important. He's really making a statement. And I'm just like, oh God, why didn't you just say this is fucking self? I didn't need this 5-minute cutscene.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, I feel like that's going to be a majority of our movies now.
It will have a lot of like Trump shit. That's for sure. It's
going to be blatant. And because I feel like now the average Trump joke, I feel like the average shit joke is like better well written than like the average Trump joke.
And especially when it's like Spike Lee at the helm, he's very, very upfront with what he wants to say. He'll say it to your face. He doesn't give a shit,
which can be appreciated. But the problem is that like everyone, I feel like everyone's rushing to be like deep. Like everyone's rushing to be like this. Like everyone's just rushing to have like this like ultra deep and super amazing statement where it's just like, no, my nigga, like I don't have some deep shit to say. I don't care about that much about politics because guess what? No matter who's in office, nigga, I'm gonna get a bag. like I dead ass have this mentality where it's like I don't really care that much who's in office. I'm gonna get a bag regardless.
Yeah, for sure.
Because I feel like a lot of people are like super deep into like politics, and it's like for no reason.
They get too invested. They like stress themselves out, and you're like, all right, bro, just like chill out. It's gonna be okay.
Like I was like doing homework yesterday when I was supposed to be doing the Borat. When I was watching the Borat movie, my parents were watching the debate last night, and like dead ass. I don't know if our walls are thin or my parents are that loud or a mix of both. But like I couldn't stop hearing them. Like I could hear. Like have you ever heard screaming so loud through a wall? Like you just hear every single word as if they were right next to you.
Not that clearly, but I know what you're talking about.
like you're not even trying to like eavesdrop, but like you can just clearly hear every single word. And I'm just like, oh fuck, man, like.
You just know you already like you're pretty much watching the debate.
Yeah, and I'm just like, what makes it worse is that like we have this like surround sound system that used to be upstairs, and we put it downstairs, and like I feel like our surround system like wants to fuck it off itself.
It's just like, oh my god, it's being abused.
It's like literally, it used to like play loud ass booms from action movies to like playing like Trump speeches at like full volume. It's ridiculous.
Oh wow, that's a lot to give a sound.
Like that is like the ultimate glow down.
I used to be fun.
Like I don't know. It's like I don't care that much about politics, but it's like, wow, like you niggas get like people get so worked up over it. And I'm just like, dog, like
they really do.
Like this not putting no money in your pocket.
It's not.
Like, what is this doing for you?
As important as it is, you got to remember to like take time for yourself, just so you're not just like enveloped and it's like politics being your life, because that shit sucks just as much as it is to see just bad politics.
I just can't be in politics. I could never. Not even because like, oh, I'm too real. Da da da. I would just be exhausted.
Yeah.
Like I'd be the one politician to just pull up in fucking suits and the Crocs, just like don't even care. Like
we're doing the same shit every day, dog.
Like just have like a midlife crisis, just like every single day.
Every single day. God damn, it's exhausting. Because
I feel like being a politician, like, is it relatively hard? because I feel like it's a part of it is just like really showing and just being like a marketer. Like I feel like once we have like our first like marketing president because of Trump, like this country is gonna be like fucking crazy. Like I'm waiting for like our first like marketing president because I feel like it's gonna happen.
Like marketing.
Yeah, I'm talking about like this dude was like a head of a firm or something.
Yeah, because this man was getting the bag like that, and now he's like running a country.
Because I'm just like, wow, like Trump really proved that like anyone can be president.
For better or for worse.
Like even like the best or the worst parts or whatever you want to take it as, like literally, this man has like no background in politics whatsoever.
No, he does not.
He's basically Donald Trump. His name is his resume. And then like he's just like, oh, a few months later, he's our president. And it's just like this, what the fuck? Like this worked. And it might happen again.
We don't want to see that.
It's like, wow.
Definitely is like, wow. That's
like
so difficult.
Like Trump, like low key is like Trump is low key like a song that like a grind hard song, because like he really proved that like you can do anything. Like, and I don't mean this in a positive. Like literally, apparently you don't need qualifications in life.
Yeah, you don't gotta show up. Apparently, I honestly
and
don't.
Like I feel like I've been seeing this more and more as I get older. Like I've been seeing more and more of these like what the fuck moments of like, what does this person know about this? Like
rules are being broken.
Yeah, like yesterday I found out, because I'm a slow motherfucker, that Ben Carson is in charge of housing. The motherfucker who like ripped apart Siamese twins is like in charge of housing. Yeah. And I had like a Kanye West moment where I'm just like, what the fuck does he know about houses? I'm just like, what? And apparently this is a normal thing. I'm just like, wow, like you can do anything. Like
you definitely can just break some rules, bro. I've learned that you got to cut corners sometimes, and that's like kind of like the American way. Like if you can slip into this meeting and become somebody just on your own, and you go for it, you'll stay there. Yeah. Like when I started realizing these things, that I'm just like, there's literally nothing that can stop me. Cause like there are just so many unqualified people, like just doing their own thing, living their best life, and I'm just like, wow, I sometimes I don't look at like the successful people and be like, wow, I want to be like them. Like, wow, I want to steal your fucking job. Like, I'm so serious. Like, I look at them and I'm just like, wow, if you're able to get to this position, like it makes me want to grind harder. Yeah.
In a really like fucked up way, where it's like I don't know, like it's.
Yeah, you're kind of descending there, aren't you, buddy?
Yeah, because like I go into like a little bit of this mental rabbit hole where I'm just like, I can do anything.
Yeah.
And like not even on some egotistical shit where it's like,
it's just
like life is all about connections.
Are endless. Absolutely. It's all about connections and being at the right place at the right time. That's kind of the name of the game.
Cause I'm just like, cause COVID like makes me think of like just a lot in general, because you know you're just inside the house all day, and like realistically, how often are you like really busy like during COVID, where it's like
you don't have time to think.
I feel like everyone has like just more downtime.
Yeah, for sure.
Like even busy people have like at least a few hours a day where they're just like by themselves, like chilling.
Yeah, because they had to switch up the whole like workflow and the work schedules and everything.
Yeah, where it's like, okay, like, because I've been like sitting back and thinking like, wow, like the only thing that like holds me back is myself.
That's a lot to take in too.
Because like it's one of those things where it's easy to say, but like when you understand it fundamentally, it's like, wow, like this is fucking crazy.
Mm-hmm. you kind of down on yourself. You're just like, I can do what I want, but I have to put the work in, and I have to like actually dig into this kind of stuff.
Yes, like for me, I'm not gonna lie, like as shitty as COVID is, like I'm kind of glad I lived through it, purely for the fact of like the amount of self-reflection I would have never done.
The character development.
Yeah, like I feel like if COVID didn't happen, I would be like a very angry 30-year-old.
Oh yeah, you just kind of stay in your little like your ways without getting that.
Because I would be like, probably have like some job I'm like okay with, and just like have like everything like with things I'm okay with, instead of like actually wanting things that I want.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm not gonna lie, like after this shit, like like COVID really made me like more aggressive in terms of things that I want, because it made me realize like life is not forever.
No, it is not.
Because I'm not about to spend my time like unhappy just for like the sake of others.
Yeah, and what got me kind of solidified that mindset was, funny enough, shonen anime.
Like, dog, like there's a lot you can pull away from them. Like, as cool as the fights are, like fundamentally, like there's a lot going on.
The character moments are honestly more satisfying than the fights that just look cool.
Yes.
Like when you see mans who you've seen growing up, and you've seen him like take his L's, and you see him just kind of evolve or think quicker, you're just like, oh bro, that's my dog. He did that shit. Like
Finn from Adventure Time.
That shit, bro. Yeah, absolutely.
That man went from like the Cuck King to the Punani Slayer.
Oh, this man. Not exactly what I was going with, but yeah. Have you watched Haikyuu?
I have not. That's on my list.
No, bro. One of the best shonen animes I have seen, and I'm still seeing.
Because I don't know if it's a good show or just people are horny.
No. What? It's a bunch of boys.
What? Joe, yaoi fans are like more. Yaoi fans are arguably worse.
They are like, but as a fan of Haikyuu and as a man that is not horny, I can attest that it's a very good show. Just point blank, period.
Cause like, yeah, it like Haikyuu, I have to say, is a show that it's always been on my radar.
Mm-hmm.
But I think I remember like it came around the same time as that one basketball anime.
Oh, Kuroko no Basket?
Yeah. And I chose to watch that instead of Haikyuu. And I'm just like, oh, okay. And I didn't even like it.
Oh.
Like I watched like a few seasons and I'm just like, okay, this is unrealistic by like anime standards.
Really?
Because I liked it and I think it's a good show and I see why people like it. But it made me realize like I probably wouldn't like iShield 21 if I like really understood like football. Because what took me out was like the tall green haired dude who like just shoots threes and that's like all he does. Like when I saw him one episode from the inbound line on the other half of the court shoot a three effortlessly and accurately into the hoop on the other end, I'm just like, dog, how do you not have an American scout looking at you? If this is shit that you do, like there's so many like what the fucks like I was having like if this is what they're doing in Japan, like what are they doing in America?
Yeah.
Like
true.
I just had so many like I went into a spiral for at least an hour and I was just like, okay, I can't watch this show anymore.
It sounds like you get those. You come off like a spiral guy.
Because like I love things that like make me think into like I love things that would just make me think like, what the fuck? Like, this is so stupid. Let's run with this and let's see how more absurd we can go with this.
I will attest again that Haikyuu is not that. Haikyuu is a very, very, very well put story.
Okay, cool. So
Personally.
I'm definitely gonna move that up on the watch list.
Oh, please do. Oh my god, I have all my friends like thinking I'm weird as shit, and then they watch it and they text me like a week later, like, "Bro, Haikyuu is the shit. I caught up so fast." Because I can't even get into it. I really don't want to tell anybody. I want them all to see Haikyuu. I want them all to watch the show.
That's how I feel about One Piece. Like One Piece for me is like even though like I enjoy One Piece, I know I enjoy it. I fucking love One Piece. I recommend people to watch it, but I understand if you don't. It's 900 episodes. It's not for everyone.
I think it's 1,000 now, right?
I think let me actually I had 9 anime just like open on another tab. Hold on, let's go to the watch now. It is at pretty much 950, so almost 1,000.
Oh, word. 900 more to go.
Yo, apparently, I love how there were rumors of like, oh yeah, One Piece is ending this year, and then the creator goes out and he's just like, no, I got 4 or 5 more years of stuff.
There, I got you, bro. I'll hit you with the arcs.
Like facts.
That's a trooper right there. Holy shit.
20 years. The like One Piece has been around for almost my entire lifespan.
It's been around for my lifespan. Came out like in 1999, no?
Wait. Oh shit, yeah. Oh shit. Because I was born in December. Yeah, I was born in December 1999. 1998, sorry.
Me too. Look at that. Look at us.
Ah, who would have thought?
Not me.
That is like one of my favorite memes because it's like, it's not even absurd. It's just like so civilized.
It's so wholesome. The way he just wants to hype. He's like, hey, look at us. We made it. We're at the end.
Like, that's how I want to be with all my homies. I swear.
Like, who would have thought? Look at me eating golden chicken wings.
Oh, God, because Lord knows, like, I just want to win. I just want to win so fucking bad.
Feel you on that grind.
Because like I've been learning about like a whole bunch of different things. Because I've been learning about money. I've been learning about spirituality.
Oh yeah.
I've been learning about how to get off my fucking ass.
Looks
I feel like that's like
quarantine did you well then.
Quarantine low-key was like a personal like boot camp where it's like, okay, like, because it made me question like, what the fuck am I gonna do in my life?
Yeah.
That's why I'm like doing these different things. That's why I'm like starting a podcast. That's why I'm gonna start a YouTube channel. Because it's like I want to like, I always say like I want to be somebody. I don't know what, but like I don't do things that will like at least put me in a position to be like, okay, that's like a legitimate response. Like, you know,
like yeah. I had to let it sit for a second, but yeah, I feel you. Like you just want to get that kind of experience and get the kind of foot in the door.
Yeah, because I don't want to be like the aspiring guy forever. Because like some people you'll see on like their Instagram bios, they're just like, oh, I'm an aspiring actor, and it's like they don't do no plays, they don't do no nothing, they haven't even read a script, haven't even read a fucking comic book, like don't do nothing, and they'll be like, oh, I'm aspiring this. It's like, well, what are you aspiring to? You know?
Yeah, like you're just putting a bookmark on like exactly. You're holding off for later. You want to make it sound cool.
Cause like I may not be like the most qualified or like the smartest guy in the room, but like I at least want to like know what's gonna make me stand out in the room. And like I feel like doing different things will like make me figure out, okay, what's gonna make me stand out in the room. Like, have you like felt anything like
I
similar
know.
like during like
Yeah.
COVID or anything like that? Hello?
Somebody enters the room, they kind of like they carry themselves. Hello.
Yeah, like you were like cut out for a second. What'd you say?
My fault. Basically, yeah, like I've experienced when people walk into the room, they kind of carry themselves in a specific way where you like their energy just kind of comes out to you, and you pick up on it almost instantaneously. Like they march at the beat of their own drum is a good way to put it. And I definitely want to do that. It just takes it's a lot of just getting to know yourself and kind of being who you are and putting that to like the forefront so you understand it and you're like completely comfortable with that type of thing.
Because I feel like I kind of am that like move to be my own drum like
I hear it
type of
in you for
person.
sure.
Because not to gas myself up, but like it'll be like the dumbest little things, or at least in my mind. Like my parents would be like, "Oh, what are you making for breakfast?" I'd be like, "I don't know." And they'll like ask me again like 5 minutes later, "What are you making for breakfast?" I don't fucking know. I'll figure it out when I figure it out, nigga. Like
I'll figure out when I get there. Do you see me
Like-
grabbing the cereal box? Well, then it's cereal.
yeah, like I don't know. I could look up a YouTube tutorial and figure some shit out. I don't know. I don't know
Yeah.
what kind of mood I am. But one thing I do know, I'm in the mood for you to shut the fuck up.
I'd be doing that. And then I'll be like, bro, some people might call me a dumbass, but I think I'm pretty cool. I hit them with that motherfucker, and they're like, oh, okay. Then they leave you alone. They'll just be like, okay, he's doing his own thing. Let him
Like
go.
I'm a nice guy, just don't do dumb shit.
Or just do dumb shit where I think it kind of doesn't sound like dumb shit.
Yeah.
Well, it's just like that knucklehead character in the show, in the anime show, the Kiba or whatever.
Kiba.
The Naruto, where you're the main character, but you kind of suck most of the time.
Oh god.
I saw somebody this morning. They were like, "Oh, it was like this poll on Instagram." And they're like, "Are you the main character of your own story?" A lot of people were like, "No, I'm the background character." Everybody was like, "Hell yeah, I am." And I was like, "I'm the main character, but I don't have plot armor." And they were like, "Oh, I feel you."
You're just like, like yeah, I'm the main character, but like I could die at like any moment.
Oh, bro, once that hits you, like once you understand that, like for real, like in high school, I broke my nose and I like my face. So when it happened, I was like, bro, this cannot happen to me. I am way too cute for this. And then I had to get surgery. And then it kind of hit me in the face. I was like, oh, bro, this is real life. You're really in this motherfucker.
I had like a similar experience when I was like in the 5th grade because like on the very last day of school, I was like running. I used to like walk home because like my house was like really close to the school.
Uh-huh.
And on the sidewalk, someone had tripped me as I was running. I fell like face first onto the concrete.
Oh,
I dragged on the floor, like my upper lip and like my teeth just dragged upon the floor.
oh
Like you know, like the jackass symbol where the guy's just like on like he's like kind of making like a C with his body almost.
he got a scorpion. Yeah.
Like that was like essentially me, but sliding for like at least a second or two.
Oh, you were a cartoon character for a minute there.
Yeah, like my upper lip was like all bloody. My 2 front teeth were like fucking gone.
Oh, fuck.
Like I had to like go get fillings.
Holy shit.
Yeah, no, it was like
Yeah, and you're just like, whoa. I guess main character shit, huh?
yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
I hope this is for character development and not just some random happenings.
I honestly think like that was just random happening. I don't think that was a character arc in that. Cause I remember like specifically crying. I was like I was beautiful. What the fuck did you do to me? And then like because I was bloody and like so like out of it, like it was just gargled jargon, but
no.
but like the dude came to apologize to my house later that day, and it was cool.
Motherfucker, give me back my teeth.
Like you owe me a down payment, bitch.
Yo, fam, on God, I'm taking interest too. You owe me chunks of teeth. On God, this is on you.
We're gonna go back to that fucking sidewalk and we're gonna pick it up.
Yeah, that shit will turn you into a villain. You just become like the Frieza.
I turn into fucking Lelouch.
Yeah. You're just out here just like, I'm against trippers. If you trip anybody, you're evil.
Pretty much.
Well, at least you're lighthearted.
I mean, yo, you're the first person to ever call me lighthearted. I swear, most people think that like most people like swear that I'm just like this person that always takes it to 10.
You do take it. You're very aggressive, but by lighthearted, I mean you're very like passive with like whatever comes your way. You don't seem to be you don't seem to be pushing the envelope like that.
Oh, okay. Then yeah, that makes sense.
That fits, right?
Yeah, I was just like, yeah, you're the only person to ever be like, oh yeah, like you're lighthearted. I'm just like, what?
Yeah, you're very chill. When
like most people are like always complaining that I'm like making all kinds of like rude jokes and stuff. And then you're the first person to ever say that. I'm just like, wow.
And it turns out it was a miscommunication.
It was like the first time someone called you cute that like wasn't your parent. And you're just like, oh shit. You're not lying.
Yeah, I was like, bro, hey, for real. Come on, bro. You don't gotta be nice.
Oh god. But I feel, is there anything else that you wanna talk about or add?
We really just bounced around. I mean, besides the going to film school question, which was kind of like necessary, I got my anime bits out of there. We got into politics for like a smidgen.
Because I feel like we covered bases and we gave people a lot of gems, you know?
We gave people a piece of ourselves for sure out here.
Facts. Because I definitely want to have like a podcast where you could laugh. Excuse me. You could just laugh 1 second and then you could also learn something. Because I feel like the best experience, because I feel like the best
way to learn
content creators, like in terms of longevity, are the ones that can do that.
Yeah, the ones that
they can just like, keep on going.
They'll hit you with like that breather where you can like chuckle it off, and they'll hit you with like some of that good.
Yeah,
feel that.
Cause yeah, I just like honestly. Like, even though, like, I'm starting a podcast really late in, like, 2020, like, it still feels, like, really refreshing.
Yeah, at the same time. Never late. You're going on your own pace, so you'll be fine.
Because I feel that, like, you know, once you, like, find an audience that, like, people who, like, just really fuck with you, you just be like, oh, wow. Like, this guy's amazing.
Yeah. Once you find a little niche, a little pocket with people that fuck with you, you'll feel unstoppable.
Because I want to have like that, like I want to have like a very ravenous fan base where it's just like I could just tweet poo poo pee pee and I would get like a so tweets, like a million retweets. Like
you want a cult?
Yeah, I want a cult. I want like that Anthony Fantano following.
It's just like I'm going to write 3 things. I'm going to close my eyes when I type the keyboard. And I'm trending.
Like, boom.
Well, I hope you get there. And I'm really going to be supporting you with the Discord and whatever creative advances you want to make. I'm with you on that one.
Appreciate it. So likewise, bro, because trying to see you on the big screen, G.
I feel you. Well, what day of December were you born on?
The 18th, yeah.
Oh yes, sir. We're Sagittarius. That's why we out here.
Of course, because if you didn't know, the Sagittarius are the best sign And that is an objective fact.
I don't give a fuck what you gotta say. I
don't care if you're a Capricorn. I don't care if you're a Libra. I don't care if you're a Taurus. I don't care if you're a Pisces. I don't care if you anything else. If you're not Sagittarius, you can't fuck with me. You all nothing but associate, okay? See me, I'm Perrier. Nigga, you Costco water.
Oh goddamn. Oh goddamn. Oh my god.
Nah.
Let them know.
Like, and that's on God.
That's on me.
Oh God, it was great talking to you, man.
Oh, ditto, man. We haven't even seen each other in a minute, and we just hopped on that on 10.
Yo, like if you ever want to hop on again, like we could definitely like do this. I'd be down for that.
Oh, without a appreciate hopping on this podcast. This is a lot of fun.
Do you have anything that you want to shout out? Anyone or anything or any project that you're doing? I should have done this in the beginning, but
nah, you good. I do currently have a little project in the pocket. I will not specify on what it is for the sake of adding some hype onto it. But I do have paintings on the way. I'm coming back into painting. I'm picking up on my photography. In terms of shout outs, I want to shout out you. I want to shout out the fam. I want to shout out Marked Essence. Shout out Amari Davis. Shout out Danny Arquesas. Those are the homies. That is the family. Shout out Insomniac. Shout out No Sleep Club.
Them niggas are
also
dope.
The homies. Yeah. That's
like,
the fam.
Like Marked Essence is dope, but like, yo, both of like Palm Beach got so much talent, bro.
Oh God.
It's insane. Like we're basically small town America with Wi-Fi, but like I love and hate this place so much.
We have a love-hate relationship down here.
But like, yeah, keep on going with your shout out. Sorry for that. Hello?
Hello? There we go.
Yeah. Okay.
It had to cut out and it takes a while. I already said the homies. I already said the homies. Shout out my ass, Questas Rolito. You're going to be seeing me real soon. I'm in that film class. I'm learning that film shit. You're going to see me directing, writing, filming, maybe acting. I don't know. You got paintings coming along the way.
Definitely act, bro. You got a face for it.
Damn. You calling me cute, bro?
Hey, man. It's not gay if you're the homie, fam.
That's fam. Just say no homo.
You gotta let them know. Cause bro, I keep, bro, the last time a female called me cute, I'm not gonna lie, my whole day was transformed.
Oh, I feel like that.
I shit you not. Like I feel like we gotta compliment the homies. We gotta make it not gay to compliment the homies.
We gotta tuck in the homies at night and give them a kiss on the forehead.
Like facts, G.
The last thing for the shout out though, I do have one word to leave with it, and I will not bring anything else. I do have that project I was talking about. I will not specify, and I have this other project called Flow, and that's all we'll tell y'all about it. Ooh. Shout out to the homies. Shout out everybody else. Thank you for having me on the show, though.
No problem. This is episode 3 of the Double L podcast.
That's our triple trouble.
Of course. Please follow us on social media, and I will have that linked down below and all over. And the future me will deal with that, and the past me will probably go do some dishes and watch Degrassi. But yeah, this is the 3rd episode of Double Up Podcast, and I hope everyone has a blessed day. You feel me?
Deuces.